So I was at the airport earlier today. I didn't actually have to fly anywhere. It's just been a really long time since I've been felt up by a guy with a job. The airport's a good place to go for that. You know, a lot of people are traveling because it's the holidays. This is the best time of year, I think, to live in Memphis because this is the time of year when everyone you had a crush on in high school comes back to visit and you get to try to sleep with them. It's the best thing about this time of year. So I have a question for you guys, speaking of. If you do hook up with a guy and you wake up the next morning and he's gone, but there's a big pile of marijuana next to your bed, are you a drug whore or did he leave you flowers because he's romantic? Because it could really go either way.
Yeah.
He left flowers.
He left flowers?
Flowers.
Yeah, that's how he let me know that he cared. But then I forgot real quick because I smoked. A lot of it. No, I am, if you can't tell from looking at me, I am the kind of person who enjoys the weed. I learned the other day, though, that I'm too old to smoke weed in public. Like, I lit a joint that someone handed me, and I ended up burning hair I didn't know I had off the end of my nose. The guy next to me is like, "What's that smell?" I'm like, "That's my youth and hope." Tennessee's a weird place to talk about this. I get to travel doing comedy, and there are places where it's fine, and then I'll be in Memphis, like, doing a show and talking about weed, and the cops will walk in, and I'm just like, "Officer, this joke isn't mine." I found this joke in the pocket of these pants when I bought them at Goodwill today. This joke weighs less than 1/8 of an ounce. It's for personal use only. I have no intent to distribute this joke. Yeah, I know how the laws work. I'm a mom as well because someone thought it fit that I should raise a lady, which is really interesting. No, my daughter is awesome. Having a daughter changes things about your worldview, I guess. Like when I was little, I really loved Disney movies. And as my daughter started growing up, I was like, maybe we should buy you a chemistry set instead. Because there's more to life than singing songs and meeting princes. Maybe I'm just jealous though, because like Cinderella goes on one date with a guy and she loses her shoe and he chases her all over town to track her down and give back that shoe and profess his undying love. And you guys, I've left shoes in half the apartments between here and Manitoba, Canada. Only one guy ever called, and it was to tell me that his wife found my shoe. She liked it and it fit. Would I please send the other one? Princess Leia's a Disney princess now. Now that Disney bought Star Wars, that's a thing. She carries a gun and kisses her brother. This is proof that God has answered Honey Boo Boo's prayers. Well, that and the fact that her stepdad's in jail. No, it's yeah. I'm old enough to remember that show. I'm 38, you guys. 38 years old. I fully believe that my generation is the best generation because we grew up knowing. And I mean damn well knowing that we had to fight for our right to party. You guys, you do not want to take on me on this issue because there will be kung fu fighting all over this bitch. All right, there's like a spattering of uncomfortable laughter and the rest of you are not laughing at me.
I want more.
Which makes me feel like one of two things has happened. You're either not laughing because you're too shy. Are you too shy? Is that it? Because it's either that or you really want to hurt me. You want to hurt me? Do you really want to see me cry? Oh, well, I guess these are the breaks. No, but 38 is, it's good when you get to be older because things that bothered me a lot in my 20s don't bother me anymore. Like, things are different. Like, dirty talk is different. It used to be a thing that I would like sit down and write out and figure out what I was going to say and agonize over like every little word. And now I'm just like, shit, the cat's knocked down the curtain in my bedroom. hey, you want to come put your rod in my gaping hole? Bring the power tools. That's another one that's weird about being my age. I had a friend call me up the other day, and she's like, hey, quick reminder, on Tuesday morning, would you say a prayer for my husband because he's going to go have a vasectomy? Now, let's face it, we're all in the South, and I'm a good Southern lady. This isn't the first pair of testicles I have lifted up to our Lord and Savior. But the problem is Tuesday morning rolled around, and I couldn't remember whose dick I was supposed to pray for. Because it hadn't been in my face, so I just didn't care. Then it occurred to me, any other day of the year, she's not going to ask me to do that. That's a weird request. Can I pray for his dick next week? No, you'll get mad. That's not fair. It is, we do, I love being from the South. I love being Southern, and I am a feminist, if you could not tell. But the two together, sometimes it's a weird, there's a dichotomy where you end up just, sitting on the front porch would y'all just quit oppressing me? I'm not going to pour you any more sweet tea if you don't quit. I'm not so much fighting the patriarchy as I am lulling them to sleep with well-prepared carbs. Yeah. No, Christmas is coming up. I've spent a lot of Christmases as a single mom. Anyone have split-up parents? Yeah. What's the best part about Christmas once your parents split up?
2 Christmases.
2 Christmases, all the presents. It's a competition. I have to win. I have to win every year. And there was one year that I was unfortunately broke, so I got a kitten. And that's awesome. Except the thing about having a cat, and I'm not the world's greatest interior decorator, but there's just nowhere in my house that a box of cat turds is something that improves the ambiance. There's not a single place in the house that's a good idea. I also have a dog, because again, I had to win a different Christmas. Having a dog is interesting. I got online and did a lot of research, and I realized that I am not as loving of a dog owner as a whole lot of other white women. Because some of that shit is crazy. There's a website called bringfido.com, which lists off all the hotels and restaurants and parks and all the places around the world where you can take your dog. And I thought that was great. You guys, did you know you can take your dog to see the Peabody Ducks Mart? Who made that decision? Doesn't seem like a good idea to me. There's also a YouTube channel called TV for Dogs, which is all just sepia-toned footage of this one golden retriever getting to go walk on the lake and all the stuff that your dog can't do because you're at work and you left this shitty TV program on there. I realized it was making my dog sad, but I think that's just because the only dog they ever show is a golden retriever, and my dog is a hound, and she doesn't look like that. She's starting to have body image issues. No, but I came in one time after I had left dog TV on, and there was a commercial on the television station for dogs, which I don't understand because they won't let me open a bank account for her. I tried. She has better credit than me. But no, it was a commercial for Chili's and their Death by Chocolate dessert, which I feel like is a little too on the nose. Just a little bit. Yeah. You guys ready for your first comic of the evening?